Okay, YouTubers, this is Old John. I'm going to make a video today on swapping a hard drive from an HP laptop to a Lenovo. The Lenovo is probably older, and I'll put the stats here on the screen, but I'm using it sparingly now because I got a new HP, and I've done a review of that, and I'll leave a link here for that. But still using the Lenovo for streaming some stuff to my smart TV. But the hard drives, I'm getting notice from the Lenovo utility software that the hard drive's getting bad. So it's a pretty large hard drive, and I don't really need that large hard drive anymore. So I have an HP here that was my wife's, and we're about ready to toss it. I replaced the motherboard in it a couple years ago and got several years out of the motherboard that I got on eBay, and I'll leave a link to that video where I replaced it. But now it's having problems, and it's probably the motherboard, and we didn't expect to get a real long life out of a motherboard. But anyway, so I'm going to try to take the hard drive out of this HP and use it in the Lenovo, so I can continue to use the Lenovo sparingly but not have hard drive problems. So first, I'll turn the HP over here, and first thing we want to do is remove the battery, because we don't want any shocking coming from the battery. So you just push this button and slide it out. Then if you look on the back, you'll see here a symbol showing 3 discs, and that represents where the hard drive is located. So simply take these screws out on the 2 corners, and this has a lot of little legs on the sides, so be careful, maybe wiggle a little bit to take it out. And the hard drive itself has 3 screws. The screws on the top to the hard drive they're connected in to the hard drive, or to the lid, so you don't have to remove them. Okay, the 3 screws removed. Now this little wire is hooked into the end of the hard drive. Let's lift up on this side. Oops, I didn't get this screw completely out. And so we have to disconnect this plug on the end, like so. And we'll set this aside a moment. And we'll slide this out of the way. Then let's work on the Lenovo now. We'll remove the battery on it also by pushing this. And this takes 2 hands. So that was pretty tight. I've replaced this battery once before. Anyway, so set that aside. And then the have a similar hard drive cover here. It's bigger though. Don't see any symbols on it. Anyway, got 1, 2, not sure if that's groove there, 3, 4, at least 4 screws to remove. Lift up on this side. Maybe this screw needs to be removed also. And this screw. So there's 6 screws. And this has little feet on the left edge, so pull those out so it's going to wiggle it. Set it aside. Here's the hard drive. 2 screws, it looks like at least. And we slide it, disengages the connection there. Okay, the frame around the HP hard drive, which is a smaller hard drive in capacity, not actual physical size, but it has a raised connector here and then 2 raised connectors on this end, whereas the Lenovo just has the 2 lower connectors on this end. So I'm going to try to swap the frames, and I've taken one of the screws out of the side here, so I'm going to take the other ones off. Okay, I've taken the 4 screws off, and now we just simply lift the frame off. This is apparently a Toshiba hard drive. Now let's take the frame off of the Lenovo hard drive. And it's got 4 screws also. Okay, so there's the cover off the Lenovo. Which is a Scorpio WD Scorpio Blue. So we're going to set that aside. Now we're going to put the cover on here if it'll fit. On the HP drive. Okay, and it fits. Now we need to put screws back in. Okay, so I put the screws in. I'm make a note here that I'm working with these hard drives in the middle of the summer, so we have high humidity. If you're doing this during winter or cooler months and there's no humidity and there's a chance of static, and even now maybe I may be risking that, but we'll see. But anyway, you may want to make sure you're grounded, or doing this in the way that you're grounded and not causing any static. So anyway, so now we're ready to put the HP drive into the Lenovo, and hopefully everything lines up here, and it did. So we'll put the screws in. And I'm going to use two hands to get these in. Okay, the hard drive's in, and the two screws. Put the cover back on. Probably need to lift it. Insert the left side first. Tighten the 5 screws. Got a screw left over here, goes in there. Put the battery back in. The battery's loose on this one end for some reason. But we'll see if it works this way. Let's boot it up and see if it explodes. Doing an F2 here, trying to get to the setup, but I missed it, so I have to reboot it again. Jonas getting devices ready. Right hinge is coming loose. Must be strange for a hard drive to be in one laptop and then wake up in another. They both have Windows 10 on the hard drives, so hopefully that won't be an issue. So it's 16%. So at least it's recognizing the different hardware, hopefully. I think this hard drive is a better hard drive. It's not as old. Okay, it says it's getting ready now. I skipped the 1 or 2 minutes there of it continuing to finish getting devices ready. And there's the Windows logo. Give me a please wait notice now. Okay, there it goes. Screen resolution looks a little big, but that's okay, we can adjust that. And there's the sign in, and this was set up for my wife's computer, so it's asking for her login. And there's the welcome message. Okay, there we go. Now the symbols are pretty large on the display, so we'll have to make adjustments on those. Let's try going into Google Chrome. Still loading apps probably. Okay, there's Chrome. Previously it didn't shut down correctly and wants to restore the pages, so go ahead and do that. Okay, it's not finding the internet right now, so I have to work on that. But anyway, looks like it was successful. So YouTubers, if you have any comments, leave them below. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you're interested in my channel, it's Harrison4803. I have lots of videos like this, do it yourself. I show the replacing the motherboard in the HP and other videos on working on computers and reviewing my newest HP laptop, which has a touchscreen, got a great deal on it. Other tablets and so forth, and then I have a lot of do-it-yourself videos on working on equipment, my John Deere mower, wiring my generator into my house for power failures, a small solar project where I have 2 solar panels that run my refrigerator, which is your largest consumer of electricity in your house, next to your air conditioning and heating. So anyway, this is Old John signing out.